That's a message.
I am just going to do a piece of admin. I'm getting some feedback. I'm not sure where from. I'm just trying to mute everybody else apart from the panelists. I think that's sorted. And we're live on Facebook. Yay. I just want to make sure that that connection is public so other people can share.
I'm wondering where my Lagos people are. I see everyone from Atlanta, Maryland, Miami, London. So where are the people from Nigeria then? Germany, send them from Ghana.
Hey, there's a Nigeria there.
Afolabi, about time. Thank you for joining in.
You can share the link so they can also watch on Facebook as well. So the link is there. People can do watch party. It's a public link, so anyone can view it. They don't have to be my friend, but it's on my wall at Joyce Olagiri as well. For those who are the friends, you can see it there. Okay, so we good now. We're on Facebook. I've got all my wonderful, amazing panelists and my co-host for this evening. Thank you, everyone, and good morning. In Longreach, it's always morning, and we are delighted that you've chosen to spend the next 90 minutes or so with us. We know it's not going to be 1 hour, so I'm not going to tell you it's 1 hour because it's going to be an interesting conversation. So 60 minutes to 90 minutes we're going to spend with you. And we have 3 amazing speakers with us this afternoon or evening, wherever you may be. Before we get into it, we're going to do a quick introduction of who we are, so you get to know a little bit about us, your co-host, as well as the panelist. So my name is Joyce Olagere, and I studied law at, in uni. And when I came over here, I did my MBA from the University of Durham, and I'm now a certified project management professional. I've got over 15 years experience across different industries. I've worked recently for an investment bank, Credit Suisse, energy sector as well for British Petroleum. I've worked for Vodafone in telecoms, and currently I'm a senior program management consultant with a FTSE 100 company in the City of London. I'm a committed leader in my local church, and I support the women's ministry, where I'm very particular about helping expectant moms and dads. I'm passionate about helping people generally, personal development, leadership, and also living a life of purpose and impact. And I'm also Diamond 6 leader with Longreach Bioscience with over 4,000 business partners and counting. And I'm not going to go into my why because today we want to hear from the speakers, but I'm going to hand over now to Delia to introduce herself. Thank you.
Thank you, Joyce. Hi, everyone. Good evening. It's always a great time being here doing a presentation for each and every one of you. As Joyce rightly said, we're going to be having a very interactive sessions with everyone where we share things about the Longreach Bioscience. So my name is Delia Omashola. I am a graduate from Obafemi Awolowo University, and I have my MSc from the University of Lagos. I'm a member of CIPM as well as SHRM. I've got my MSc from University of Lagos, and I'm certified trainer by CMD, which is an organizing body here in Nigeria. I've got over 15 years experience in HR, learning and development, business development, and customer relationship management. So I'm very into the people kind of business. So I'm very into people business. Okay, so currently I am a senior vice president for training and development in a leading training and consulting firm here in Lagos. I'm also currently a Diamond 3 leader with Longreach Bioscience. And what is my why? So my why, which is my reason for partnering with Longreach, is for the legacy of our kids. So that resonates with what the topic is for today, which is the building a family legacy. So the legacy, living financial freedom and empowerment. For me, personal pension is very strong because I think when we're growing up over time, I'm not going to take too much time, but we've been taught to plan for pension at the end. And I think it's been a wrong mindset they've set into us. We should begin to plan for our pension at an early stage and not at our later stage. And we'll tell you why as we move on. So my why, family legacy, personal pension, financial freedom, of course, and empowerment. I'm very passionate about empowering others and people that I work with. So I hand over to you, Clara. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. Is my video?
Shine,
Yeah.
No, good.
your video was on. The Shine Strategies as this Shine Strategies herself. You're on, yes. We could see you earlier.
Everybody, thank you for being here. I'm so excited about today's.
But now I can't see you anymore. Okay, you're there. Okay. I'm going to ask our audience to maybe stay off video so we can see our panelists, if you don't mind, please.
Yeah, so if we have just the 6 people, so that people can focus on that.
Yeah.
And so I'll just quickly introduce myself. First of all, thank you for joining us this evening, wherever you're joining us from. It's always exciting to have one of these legacy series because it goes deeper into the meaning of life, really, if you consider it. That's what this is all about. And it just helps us to think about things out of the box. And this is that kind of year, right? So very quickly, I want to introduce myself. My name is Clara Rufai. They call me the Shine Strategist. I'm a corporate lawyer. I'm a senior compliance manager. I do a whole lot. I'm also the editor-in-chief of the Shine magazine. I'm the president and founder of the Shine Zone. And I'm also the host of the Shine Capsules, which is a podcast that I produce weekly. Now, I have over 30 years. I've been a lawyer since for the past 30 years. I've done legal work. I've done a whole lot within the financial industry. And currently, I'm a corporate lawyer and senior compliance manager within the investment management space. I work in the City of London. And my why is kind of related to my lifestyle. I live out in Kent and I work in the City of London. On any given day, if I'm going to work, my commute is 2 hours to work, 2 hours back. And sometimes that takes its toll. So I began to think a few years ago about how to make my life richer, because I don't want to live for a job, but I want to be able to experience life and do the things that nurture my soul and my spirit. And that's how I happened upon this opportunity. For the purposes of what we're here to discuss today, which is Long Reach Biosciences and basically all things concerning the Plan B and all of that, I'm a Diamond 4 leader with 500 members and counting. I'm actually celebrating that landmark. I'm a mom to 2. Do not despise the days of small beginnings, they say. But I'm a mom to 2 boys. And to summarize my why, I have a very successful career. But I know that there is more to life. And it is that more that I want, more fulfillment, more happiness, more time, more money, more just the ability to do a whole lot more of what I want and just to touch the world and influence the world. So that's what's drawn me to this platform and to this opportunity. I will now hand over back to Joyce to kick us off into this amazing program. Oh no, I will hand over to our first panelist to introduce herself, Esther Paul. Over to you, ma'am.
Hello, everyone. My name is Esther Paul, and I am a pastor and founder of Charlotte Worship International Ministries out in Dallas, Texas. I'm super excited for this opportunity and that Long Reach actually gives to us. And I see that opportunity daily. And I'm so grateful to be here. I'm a counselor, psychology professional. I've got 16 years of entrepreneurship. That's to say I haven't worked for anybody for that long. I have 14 years in network marketing of those 16 years. And I hold a marketing degree from the University of Houston, Victoria. I have a master's in counseling psychology, and I am completing a PhD in clinical psychology. I am just all excited. I enjoy making money. So let me just put it out there. I enjoy making money. So let's just put that right in front of what we're talking today. You'll be wondering, some people will say, oh, but she's a pastor. And she's, let me tell you something, I hate being broke. And so I definitely do. And so I'm always looking for that opportunity, that next one, to be able to empower people. I'm a Diamond 4 leader with Long Reach, and I'm a mom of 3 girls. And I have right now, I think I'm getting close to over 350 people or more. I'm getting close to 400 on my team at the moment. And so this is the May 2020 number. So we probably about 115 more. So we are making progress. We have hit milestones. We're going. So just stay tuned. My why, basically, joining Longreach is giving me that platform to be able to empower people. Being a ministry, there's always somebody that needs to be lifted up. It goes beyond having to quote a scripture. Sometimes after you quote the scripture, you got to be able to show them how to let that portion of that scripture come alive in them. And so Longreach gives me that opportunity to be able to empower people all across the globe, and not just in the US, not just in Nigeria, but in the UK, and just to name a few, in Ghana, and just wherever Longreach is, there's a partner there. There's somebody that needs to be empowered. So I'm excited about this opportunity. Thank you. Over to you, Barrister.
Thank you, Pastor Esther. We're delighted to have you on. And next to our next panelist, my friend and classmate from Uniben. University of Benin, I should say, University of Benin. We were colleagues and classmates when we studied law. So over to you, Isobe.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Like we say in Longreach, my name is Isobe Spiff. I originally trained as a lawyer, like Joyce just mentioned. We were classmates in University of Benin. So I'm a trained lawyer, but today I lead the team at Trebian Events. Trebian is an events management consultancy where we produce fab events for the entire country. I'm from Nigeria. I'm also a certified conciliator mediator. I convene the event show, which is a flagship events professionals conference, which is actually taking place next week. So it's an annual event. We do that. I'm also an alumni of the Sherry Blair Foundation, where mentorship is taking place, and it's a core for me, which also informed us to set up the Octopus series, which is a mentorship and training institute. I'm currently a Diamond 3 leader with Longreach Bioscience, and my why is simple: financial and time freedom. I also want to empower and raise the next generation of entrepreneurs. We are committed to that process, and Longreach is giving me a fantastic opportunity to do so. Happy to be here, happy to have this conversation with everybody today. So let's stay tuned.
Thank you so much, Isobe. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And finally, we've got Mr. Bassey Okon, my mentor in Longreach, our business leader who is, excellent. And we're so looking forward to hearing from you today as well, sir. Please, could you introduce yourself to our audience? We're delighted that you found the time to join us because we know you're super, super busy. Thank you so much. We don't take your time for granted at all. Go ahead, sir.
All right. I'll make it very simple. Bassey Okon is my name. It's already there. CEO of Business Innovation Research and Development Solutions Limited. More of a venture capitalist who invests in so many businesses in Nigeria. In fact, I'm a nationalist. Let me start from there. Also a conference speaker and a business coach. I've trained so many companies. I've done business for the MTN, Glow, Access Bank. I did a program with, which one is that one? Was it Credit Switch? Yes, that was some years back. So I've done so much, and then money is not enough because you always have bills. It keeps on coming every day. Now I saw this platform as an opportunity to try something new, but more or less also to see how to impact people's life. I'm more into human capital development, and I've done this for the past 15 years, since 2006, August. I've been doing that. Meeting this opportunity was one of the best things that happens to me. Okay, more about me can be found on my website. Go to basseyokon.com. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. We're delighted that you could be here.
I think I didn't mention this one. Yes. I have over 30,000 people in my team in Longreach, and I'm Diamond 7. Thank you.
Awesome. That's our Oga at the top, our top boss. We're all his children and business partners. So we're delighted that you could spend some time with us this evening. Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit about Long Reach and just have a conversation with you, really. And we're going to start off with you, Pastor Esther. So can you tell us, for a lot of people who might just have stumbled on this video on Facebook, or who've never heard of a company called Long Reach. So who are they? Can you just tell us in a minute about Long Reach and why, people should partner with Long Reach? What would you say? So I'm going to roll the slide to tell us about this Long Reach that's got us excited tonight.
Long Reach Bioscience is a company that is transforming lives, changing the status quo of what business ought to look like on a daily basis, and a company that is also focused on your well-being. It's a 34-year-old global manufacturing company, and basically they hold two licenses, the OEM and ODM. What does that mean? It basically means that this company has the ability, the certification to produce and manufacture regional designs and equipment that other companies can actually brand, like Adidas, just to name a few, Tesco, Walmart. So their core business is manufacturing. So it's not just another company. They've been around for 34 years. They've got over 2,000 products across a broad range of categories. We're talking about cosmetics. We talk about skincare, personal care, nutrition, health, well-being, even furniture, e-commerce, and real estate. I mean, they're giant in so many industries, but their core business is manufacturing. And they're able to actually do all of this because they also do research and development of all their products. So they've got facilities, 8 of them, centers located in the US, Japan, France, China. The 9th one is being completed right now as we speak in Lekki in Nigeria. And so that would be pretty much servicing the entire Africa as a whole. And it's got a global presence. It's not a small, tiny company. It's got a global presence in over 184 countries with branch offices in over 30 of those. So these are some of their major clients. If you look around, I can guarantee you'll be able to identify 1 or 2 of those. If you're in the US, then you see HEB. But in all of this, Long Reach is not just manufacturing this product while you're here today. It's to hear about what this manufacturing company is doing in the lives of people. And so we're going to be looking at 5 categories of their products. I'm talking about healthcare products, daily cosmetics, household products, skincare products, health machinery. So all of Long Reach products have actually been done in such a way that it allows, they have thought about your health and well-being and actual manufacturing each product. So what they have done is done their best to eliminate as much chemicals out of their products and driving their products towards organic, natural items. They have taken out some chemicals and replaced them when necessary and as much as possible with organic natural products. So what does that mean? It means that they're thinking about you, they're thinking about your health, they're thinking about your well-being. It's not just putting a product in the market for you to use, but they're thinking about when you use that product, how is it going to change your life, transform your life? How are you going to be able to, what's your experience going to be about each product? So that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to hand it back to you, Delia. Thank you so much, Pastor Esther, for that introduction to an amazing mega company, a global manufacturing giant. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Joyce. So we go right next to the next question, which is the journey into Long Reach. And this is directed at you, Mr. Bassey. I wanted to tell us, is there a story behind your partnership with Long Reach? How did you come into it? And what's the story about it? What's the, I call it the romance story? How did you and Long Reach come into existence? So Mr. Bassey.
All right.
Notes and bones, we want to hear it. Happy endings, I love it.
Because you have over 30,000 distributors working with you right now.
Yeah.
So we want to know how.
5,000. We are going to 30 before the end of the year. Wow. Why? I've said this over 1 million times. I'll keep on saying it. Yeah, first, let me just give a little preview of my background about multi-level marketing industry, which I hate very well when, number one was 2012, I put up an article after a client walked up to me and was looking at several business options to do. And that was one of the options he considered so well, or let me say, he was drifting towards, despite my advice, was multi-level marketing. So that pushed me to go and do exhaustive and extensive research. Besides this, I had a mother that I've been into this. Okay, let me not go to that today. So I now decided to put up, I went for the research, do a lot of things, background, check about the company for about 200 years ago. Was it existing? The one that operating in Nigeria, every story about it. I traced all the lines, dot all the T's, everything. And now, March 2012, 2012, I came up with an article, I hate network marketing. When I put this thing out in less than 10 minutes of publication, I think so, because that's when she told me she's on price. I got over 200 calls. 50 was thanking me. 50% was thanking me. The other 50% actually they were cursing me. I remember that day my wife was in the phone, was in the car, and so one man was actually pouring up, cursing me, and then the phone blapped. My battery died for days after receiving calls. Of course, that's what I'm up to. I must always receive calls from people to know how to assist them in my field. So 2012, I got to know about the product. I told my wife it was okay. She used it, and there was kind of testimony. She had a dental cavity. She was supposed to extract a tooth at UBTH in Benin. That's University of Benin Teaching Hospital for people that know in Nigeria. She was supposed to extract a tooth from UBTH, and we had booked appointment and do everything, but the friend who introduced her to the business came to the house to do a presentation. That was in March 2014. And, when they come with all those things like that, we are always like at the back to observe, hello, how you doing? That's what I was doing then. I wasn't interested, but I wanted to support whatever she does, whatever is her mind. I did not ask her not to do it, but I asked her, I'm not going to be involved, to put me involved. So I was not interested. Up to October that year, yes, Inifon came to the presentation. It was beautiful. Inifon was a friend. I introduced her. Today, she's a 3-star, about to become 4-star director in the company. Wonderful. I like the concept. I stood up and I encourage everybody to try entrepreneurship. I'm always an advocate of entrepreneurship because I believe that is the only micro system that can build our economy. It's not just the big companies. We need the small clusters to form the big push. So, and then 2014, that same year, September that year, Udebe came. Udebe was invited. She came and she shared her own side of the story. It was inspiring, but I was not interested at all. I still have issues with the stick stuffs, that kind of a thing now. You've written an article about this industry. To me, I feel that they were not informed about the industry the way I was informed. Because if they're informed about the industry, don't be selling this thing to me. I call it, they used to call it crap, golden handcuffs. So October that year, I was invited for the car award in Yo to grace the occasion, and not to grace the occasion. I was like a guest, invited, like people are invited, and I was shocked because the first impression I got, like I saw people outside. It's like people outside were more than people inside, and more of people carrying chairs. Big people were carrying chairs. Were like, what is going on here? And then I saw like 18 cars outside, tear-rubber cars. I'm like, is it are we doing car show? Kind of. Go inside, and then I saw people being awarded these beautiful gift cars, monetary, 25 million naira house fund as at 2014. 25 million naira. I know what it will cost my company to pull that kind of money as at 2014. I was like, wow, this is very interesting. And I was thinking the car was just a charade. It was just a fake. It was just things like we've heard of it because I've had a mother that did that. So come on, I have friends that, I've never seen something like that before. But I was shocked later. 2 days later, people started posting their own personal cars in their house, not in the venue. So it was not a venue picture again. It was now, oh, my car has been delivered to me. Oh, I just got my cars today. I was like, wow. And I was like, okay, this one, do you know what? I told my wife, do you know what we're going to have? I'm going to go into to study this company and know what it's all about. To cut the whole story short, why did I finally join the company? Number one, money is not enough because of our surging needs. Number two, if you work in an organization, your children cannot inherit your job. If you build a business and you have small children and God, something happens, you are no more there, they cannot take over that company from where it is. But if you build a cluster of people, I call it more of communal wealth, it can last for a long time. That is what I discovered about the multi-level marketing industry. And that strikes me. But that was not what I knew about Longreach. 3 things made me to join Longreach as a day. Number 1, credibility. Number 2, sustainability. Number 3, profitability. Those were the 3 things that struck me why I decided to join this company. Now, a lot of companies I researched before now, as at 2012, like 2 years earlier, they never had credibility, especially on their lines of products. They bring products to us in Africa, most especially, and they tell you this product can do everything. But the thing is that the regulatory body does not actually advocate or does not approve or does not stamp or seal to whatever they are saying. So companies will say, we do this, it does this, but there is no external, how do I call it, endorsement. So first thing I observed was that Longreach product was externally endorsed by the company they produce for, the likes of Avon, the likes of Mark and Spencer, the likes of Estee Lauder, Elizabeth Lardon, the likes of Adidas. Now these guys produce this product for them. So I was like, if they can produce this beautiful product for this multinational company, they won't come to Africa and throw trash because they have integrity. They have a name to protect. That was one of the things that strikes my chord. I don't know if you know this toothpaste called Sensodyne toothpaste. If you go to the Asian market, I'm not just talking about China, I'm talking about Singapore, Malaysia, South Korea, Japan. If you, anywhere you see Sensodyne toothpaste, you see manufactured by Jiangsu Longreach. That is Longreach company. They're the one that produced that brand of toothpaste for GSK. So that is the thing that actually boom. And then I now saw that after the credibility aspect of the company that have existed, then it was 20-something years. These guys have been building consistently. And then the company is also into innovations. They're also into innovations. The company produced for multinational, they have leading 9 research factories all over the world. No, 8. We're about to have the 9 very soon. 8. They have in US, they have in China, they have in France, Lyon, France, they have in Japan, Seoul. And recently they just have in Nigeria, but before they didn't have in Nigeria. So I was like, a company that decided to build a research factory outside their operational base is a company that is open to transparency. It's a company that's open to innovation. And that was one of the things that moved me about Longreach. Wow, these guys have credibility. These guys they've been business for numbers of years, and they have produced brands of products. And then the product was equally wonderful for my wife because still today, since 2014, she has not extracted that to still today to show you. And then people were telling testimonies, a lot of things about that. I was so excited. And then I found the toothpaste unique. The scents that have not been experienced in other toothpaste. I mean, you brush your mouth and you wake up the next day, you feel, did I brush my mouth yesterday? Because you didn't, you're not, I mean, you don't have that feeling. I don't understand what I'm saying. So that was one of the things that made me to join the company. Then the next thing was now sustainability. Now, this company does not contract this product to be produced by another company. This company produced this product by themselves, using the factory, the same factory they produce for these multinational brands. This is what blew my mind. I said, this is a business one should join. I saw the future in that. I saw the future. And then the last I saw was now also that sustainability. So they have what it takes. So with or without the multi-level marketing industry, this company can survive. You know, we had a partner who had a brother that was in XYZ company, and the owner of the company just spoke one day and closed down and said, Africa is no more profitable. You can't find that in Longreach. Wherever they go, they build factories. And it became the first country, the first business model that built factory outside their operational base. Please, I want people to go and verify this fact. The first to build factory outside their operational base is Longreach. The first to have research facilities outside the operational base is Longreach. So these are the things that blew my mind. I was like, this This is what we're searching for. Then the last was profitability. Now, there are a lot of things about that which in the course of this presentation you will know. But guess what? I have made so much from this multinational company. I can talk about first, money is never enough. And then the fact that even while I am sleeping, I'm making money. Even while I'm on a vacation, I'm making money.
Wow.
Even while right now I'm embarking on a master's degree on business development and innovations. I am still making money as a master's student.
I hear you, sir.
So when Alex keeps coming,
Mr. B, it's always a pleasure listening to you. Seriously, your passion. Listen, I've been grinning like from ear to ear. My cheeks hurt. I'm so excited to be in partnership with you. I'm so excited to have you right there at the top of the team that I'm partnering with, that I'm working with on this platform. I mean, just listening to your story alone, I like the fact that you were upfront and you were honest in saying that first, it wasn't love at first sight or anything like that. It was just Madame doing her thing, and you said, oh, okay, let me just let her do her own thing. And then how that relationship and that story, because these stories are important. Stories link us. Stories help us connect. The way that story now turned around, because you being the research fellow that you are, you went and did the research and you began to find out things about sustainability, profitability, credibility. Really, myself being a lawyer of 30 years, no one can pull wool over my eyes. And those are some of the things I look for as well, because I don't want my reputation of several years to just be mad because I'm dealing with a company that's not reputable. So thank you for bringing out that. And in fact, that actually leads me, you actually answered that. So I'm going to ask Isobe, to chip in a bit as well. And Isobe, what I was going to ask you is something that, Mr. B has already started to talk about. So I want to get your take on it, right? Mr. B has talked about the fact that he's basically let us know that, you can't rely on just your JOB or your 9-to-5. He is a quintessential entrepreneur. But my question is, there are different companies that you could be working for yourself. You could be running your own business. You could be partnering with any other company. So my question for you, Isobe, is why Longreach? I know that you are also obviously partnering with Longreach. My question is, why Longreach? Why should I, right? Convince me. Why should I be interested in partnering with Longreach? What made you partner with this particular company? So if there's anything, maybe 1, 2, 3 things that you think perhaps set Longreach apart from other companies within this industry, what are those things?
Hi.
Isobe, you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes,
and your video is back.
Okay, great. So why Longreach? For me, it was a no-brainer when I had the conversation with Joyce. Over the years, I'd had several people speak to me about Longreach. I had done multi-level marketing in the past, and I knew all the challenges I had with that. So when she mentioned no authorship, that set off a light bulb in my head. I was like, really? Which multi-level marketing company does that? And we got talking. That was the selling point for me. And I did a little research. Anybody who does a bit of research on Longreach will see its evident, envious pedigree. The credibility and integrity is staring you right in the face. So you see a company that has research and development facilities all over the world. They are interested in developing and putting out proper products out there. So yes, you have a lot of products that you can use for your personal use, and you can now have the experience with which to ask people or sell to people or tell people that, look, these products really work. They do this, they do this, they do this. So it's not just hearsay. You're not hearing from another person, you've actually experienced it. So the products for me, the well-developed products, the no authorship is fantastic. There are no flushing of points. So you can do the business at your own pace, and you can drop it. Life happens. So you can say, okay, I'm having a downtime today. Let me concentrate on other stuff. It's still there. Your points are there. How you left them. You can start up wherever you left from.
Wow.
That, again, was something that was good for me. And the fact that along with partnering with the company and having time freedom, financial freedom, you also get personal development. You acquire life and leadership skills from the team trainings that you get. So you are trained on products, trained on the business, you're trained on other aspects of business, which can help you in your own daily life.
That might be connection.
Yeah, I was loving that. I hope she comes back
too.
too. So this is really the business of the 21st century. Like she started off saying, it is a no-brainer.
Delia, do you want to come in?
Yes, and I like the fact that she was speaking about something that has to do with personal development. And I think it's very key for us. Right now, the world has changed. And I believe that anybody that is not willing to change is going to become a dinosaur. And we don't want to be that. And so to prevent that, we have to train ourselves. So I would say, as a training consultant, I would say to you, you need to learn new things, unlearn certain things, and relearn certain things. And that's something that the Long Reach platform and the Wealth platform as well affords each and every one of us. There's a lot of training.
Now Delia is frozen.
Yeah,
Right?
so it's a connection.
It's not just
Okay,
financial
Delia is back.
wealth of knowledge.
Am I back?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, apologies about that. I didn't even realize I was gone. Basically, all I'm saying is that we need to learn to train ourselves. I remember when I was growing up, they say a brain or your human brain has to read and get in new information every day. Otherwise, it's going to go a shrink. And we need to expand our brain. So what Long Reach platform does for you is it helps you in the place of personal development. You get to be skilled in certain areas that you can use, not just for the business, which is the beauty of Long Reach. I have become better in my place of work from partnering with Long Reach. I've even become better using the Zoom platform for meetings, just from doing presentations with Long Reach. There's so much that we gain, from leadership skills to communication skills, so many skills that you get on board. I see that Isabel is back.
Yes.
Are you back?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got kicked out.
Okay.
That's okay, we understand. I'll just chip in before we come back to you. And collaboration, because we are working with people globally, and that's something we do at work as well. So it's made me a better person at work, a better project manager. So back with you, Isabel. Please take it away. No, you're mute. Oh, I need to unmute you. Let me see.
Yeah.
You need to unmute yourself, Isabel.
Okay, yeah. I talked about no authorship. I talked about no flushing of points. I talked about products, quality products. And now with the times where we all looking for
maybe
better lifestyle.
Switching off the video, it might help.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
You switch off the video, it might help.
We can hear you now.
Okay, great. So then the number of products, Long Reach has well over 2,000 products out there. So you are spoiled for choice. If you don't like, if you're not looking for this product, you have this other product. For other multi-level marketing companies, you just have maybe supplements that you can't even use. So you cannot even market it to the next person because you have no experience of it. You have no testimonials to give. So with Long Reach, you're spoiled for choice. You have a variety of products. And like I said, you get free personal development, free. These are stuff we pay for. You pay for trainings, everybody pays for trainings. So you get personal development, which helps you in your daily life. You get leadership and life skills on no budget at all. I think that's a no-brainer for everybody. It's a win-win for everybody. So you start a business with little or nothing, and you will get free training thrown in as a big bonus. I think everybody should really look at that.
And we're all beneficiaries, right?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amazing. I really can testify, and to what you and Delia said earlier, it really helps with the personal development, because outside of the fantastic products, making the money and all of that, the flexibility and the ability to grow oneself. I'm very passionate about personal development. I'm always looking for the opportunity to learn and improve. And I can tell you, the 1 year I've been doing this, I have improved in different areas. So I can't begin to tell you all about that, but I've really improved, and I think my employers notice as well. So it's great. Now it's back with me, and I'm going to be coming to you, Mr. Bassi, again. We would love to see you on camera.
Come on, camera.
Okay, sorry. All right then. All right. So this question now, we're talking to entrepreneurs. 3 of you are panelists today. You're entrepreneurs. You have your own businesses, right? So we've had a very difficult year globally. So this is not even for one country. A year in which many people have watched their plan A crumble to the ground or even disappear. And this is fact, not fear mongering. This is just a fact. In my organization, we have going through restructuring as we speak. 2,000 jobs will be lost. And that's fact. By December, the December present for 2,000 people is they have no job, because that's when the whole process would end. So the talk on the street is that many people are now thinking about alternatives, AKA plan B. So tell us, what comes to mind when you think of the words plan B? What does that mean for you? What would you say? Would you say that is something everybody needs? And if so, why?
Yeah. Number one, plan B is not just a word, a coin word. To me, is a lifeline.
Ooh.
The lifeline is the backbone, is the base. Plan A is like a ceremonial president. Plan B is the prime minister. I think use that word. Now, everybody needs plan B in today's economy. The whole world expire in January. I keep telling people this. The whole world expire in January 2020. From January 2020, there has been a new world unknown to everybody. Every organization that's talking right now is, like you rightly said, they are right-sizing, they are reshaping, they are trying to do everything to see how to minimize cost. I was just talking with an agent. I said, come, ask her, what are you into? Some days ago, she said she's into commercial properties. I said, come, you're not going to make money from commercial properties. She said, yes. That she has been broke for the past 6 months because no companies want to buy buildings right now. People, in fact, the world has shown us that from comfort of your home, you can connect, just like we are doing right now. We're having someone from US, from different countries, from Nigeria, from several countries, from UK, all meeting together. So plan B is very essential. It's very important because it comes at a point to substitute your plan A. I know that this year my company has not really made so much that I used to do, but right now as I'm talking, it's my plan B that is more of plan A. I have accounts with I operate my long-range account in different countries, and I'm earning from different currencies all over the world. So I operate my plan B from my plan A. Sorry, my plan A is more or less my plan B right now. So everybody, every father that knows that the child is growing up, bills are surging up as they are growing faster, more consumption, get ready. Now, just like a young man that's trying to start up life, you have a monster ahead of you. I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm trying to let you know that you have a monster ahead of you. You've never had of a plan B. Your job is a plan A. It's good. It gives you this linear income. It comes like this. So you expect this amount of money every month. But guess what? The economy does not come like this. The economy goes like this. Things are moving higher every day. The cost of things are moving higher and increasing every day. So you need plan B to supplement that particular lapses. You need plan B to ensure that your family still enjoy the life that you want them to live. So I don't have to overemphasize the purpose of plan B. You should know why you need extra money. Families are having issues, people are bearing every day, things are happy, getting married, so many financial commitment, energy is rising very well. You cannot rely on a source of income. Bring back to entrepreneurial perspective. I don't care the business you are doing. I run a consulting firm, and to the grace of God is a success, but that is not enough for me. It's not enough for me. What happened if my company does not get a deal? Because we have to wait on the deal. You have to wait on the contract to be able to consult, to do for people. What happens if you don't have it? What happens if no organization have money right now? Of course, a lot of companies don't have money right now. So what happened? How am I going to survive? How am I going to pay bills? That is the truth. And basically, sometimes it's from my plan B that I'm using to take care of my plan A expenses. Plan A expenses that should be legitimate. That the plan A, the expenses that the company is supposed to fund is what my plan B resources, which is residual income, is what it's doing. So you should see a lot of things. Equally, as a housewife, you should also see that, look, getting money from your husband or getting money from your job is not enough. You need a business that you can do part-time while you are, when you have that small time, even if we talk about that one later, time management. But it's very, if you allow me, I'll keep on talking, don't mind me. It's very important that every entrepreneur out there understand that you cannot wait on one portfolio. You know that very well.
That's right.
You cannot wait on one portfolio. You must create several portfolios. It's called several, aka several streams of income.
Yeah.
The company must make money from different channels. So you must understand that. As a husband, you must also understand that you cannot rely on your family. If people are laid off from work, children will still eat. It's called autonomous consumption. Whether there is work or no work, people have to eat food. Like a country I'm staying right now, whether work or no work, the house has to be warm. Right or wrong? Yes, it has to be warm. People have to eat food.
Right, heating has to be put on in winter. Absolutely.
Exactly. You know, exactly. I was doing analysis on competitiveness of Northern Ireland, and we're just showing that people spend more money on energy than even other factors. Spend more money on energy to get the house warm, to get it calm and cool. So those are the things I want you to understand as an entrepreneur. It's very, very important. Your plan B is more of a lifeline for you. It's more of a savings for you. And also, it creates a transgenerational wealth for your family. When you exit the station, when your business is not working, when you are sacked, what happened? What do you follow? It's plan B. Guess what? Plan B is that back door you need to escape when something happens. Thank you.
Everybody needs it. I love it. Thank you so much. That's why I got into Longbridge for 5 years. For 4 or 5 years, I was looking for a plan B that I could do flexibly alongside my day job that would also pay me well. Yes, that's the word for me. I wanted passive income. I wanted flexibility, and I found the perfect plan B. That's Longbridge platform. Thank you so much, Mr. Bassey. Moving on to you, Delia.
Oh yeah, thank you, Joyce. I totally agree with you, Mr. Bassey. And for me too, during the COVID this year, I think I had a bit of self-reflection and I knew I had to have a plan B. I've been talking about it, procrastinating that I would start at some point, but when the COVID did hit, I think reality dawned on me and I knew that it was time to start, and that's when I came on board the Longbridge platform. So thank you, Mr. B. And I go on to the next question, which is the benefits of...
Can I just say something?
Yes,
I think the richest people in the world, they don't have just one business. You know, Warren Buffett, the Warren Buffett of this world, Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, they don't have just one stream of income or one main business that they do. They do multiple things. You ask Oprah Winfrey, ask all those people, they do multiple things. And that's what we're talking about today. Not leave what you're doing, but add to your portfolio a plan B or C or D.
Yeah.
Correct. Very correct. And the truth is, I'm going to use Dangote, which is one of the richest men in the world right now. And he's the richest in Africa, actually. He does both the big major jobs, road constructions and a lot of things, and also does the small things, household things like sugar. He produces sugar, salt, spaghetti, and every other thing that you think you would need, like essentials as well. So if the big ones out there that are already made are doing it, then why not yours? So anyway, we go on to the next question, which is the benefits of partnering with Longbridge. And for us, this particular question is going to address a couple of things: product benefits, financial benefits, and empowerment. These 3 areas are the core areas that Longbridge addresses in our lives, basically. So we look at the product, the benefits of the products that Longbridge makes. So what are the benefits to us individually, the financial benefits, and also the empowerment. So I'm going to direct this to you, Pastor Esther. So I know you've been with a lot of network marketing businesses previously, and then comparing it to Longbridge. So I want you to concentrate more on the Longbridge aspect, the benefits of partnering with Longbridge in these 3 core areas. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Delia. So one of the things now I have done, just name it, I have pretty much marketed it, network marketing, everything. It's from telephone line to this and that, all of it. And what is the benefit of long reach for me is that I realized this, that long reach is focused on essentials. Their product, it don't matter how broke you are, you're going to brush your teeth. It don't matter how broke you are, you're going to take a shower. It doesn't, you don't say I'm so broke, the pandemic hit, so I chose not to brush my teeth today. So even if all you do is focus on the long reach white teeth toothpaste, guess what? It will never go out of fashion because somebody's always going to brush their teeth. Somebody's always going to take a shower. So because for me, the product benefit is not just the fact that long reach focuses on essentials and daily use products, but also that their products are exactly what they say. It does exactly what it says it's going to do. So I can definitely tell you from the berry oil, I have my own personal testimony of it. I think it was March, if I'm not mistaken, probably the first week of March, ended up in the hospital, and the doctor said my cholesterol was high. And somebody said, well, your thing, how can you, he has nothing to do with weight. It just means, you know, if you're from Africa, all our food is infested with oil or something. And so I ended up in the hospital, but long story short, when I came out, the doctor put me on the medication, and I'm not a fan of medication at all. Nothing, I just don't take. I don't like it. So, but I started to look for what the best way, a supplement that's going to help. And down the road, I got introduced to long reach sometime in May. And the first product I tried was the toothpaste and the berry oil. And I was meant to do life insurance physical exam that same month of towards the end of May. So I started using the long reach product. I think it was like the second week in May, the berry oil. And by the time I did my wellness, my physical in May for my life insurance, it didn't show up that my cholesterol was high. It didn't show up that my cholesterol was bad. So again, I can tell you because I have actually benefited from the product. So for the financial benefit of it, I have a specific account that I do on my long reach business, and it goes into that. I don't even touch it. So while I was gone this period, I decided to kind of take a sneak peek into what the account was looking like. Baby, Lord Jesus. I just took all of that and I bought some stocks. I put part of it back into the long reach business. Now I'm saying this, I only joined long reach in May. And mind you, I have been in business for 16 years. I run an interior design company. I have a financial consulting firm I have been doing for 14 years plus. But again, like Mr. B said, you can all of that one day, because it's only people who have money can come for you to financial consult them, okay? So one day you're gonna have to look for a plan B. And so for me, the financial benefit is that long reach platform creates that additional stream of income for me, despite everything else that I do. And as far as the empowerment part of it, it gives me, and this is the best part for me, I love the product, exceptional. I love the financial benefit, but for me personally, it's the empowerment part. And I've been able to empower and sponsor about 150 people since I've been in long reach. Yes, because those are people who, prior to me joining long reach, we had to, as a ministry, support in one way or the other. But what long reach has provided us as a ministry, and for me as an individual, is the opportunity to be able to take that which I have right now, which is long reach, and introduce it into these families and help them create this generational wealth we're talking about, changing the status quo and breaking the cycle of poverty. And that's basically what long reach has enabled me to do as one in ministry who is always constantly doing outreach and reaching out to people, looking for ways to transform lives. And again, I cannot stress this enough. As far as the benefit, as far as the financial benefit, the empowerment, one thing is definitely going to resonate with you, if not two of them, but at least one. You'll be able to you'll be able to say, that's it for me. That particular one, that's what really drives it home for me.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Pastor Esther. I mean, what stuck out for me, I'm going to talk about challenges in a bit, right? But what stuck out for me in what you said, and I was taking, a few notes as you were talking, you are a woman of many things. And that's another exciting thing about, being in partnership with Longreach and with you and with Joyce and with, Delia, Isobe and everyone else. Everyone is so amazing at what they do. Different people. You're into interior designing. You're into you run an interior design company. You run a financial consulting company. You're a minister, and there's just so many things you do. But what tells me that Longreach is a good horse to back is the fact that when I think of Longreach, I think of the word solution, and solution just means, is a means of solving a problem or dealing with a difficult situation. In your own case, the solutions that you've received from Longreach, from what you just said just now, is you have personal product testimonials. On top of that, you also were looking for an additional stream, being the, what should I call you, serial entrepreneur that you are. And then also, you were looking for a means to empower others as a minister and also as a human being. And you found all that in just this one platform. What's not to get excited about?
I'm excited.
Thank you really, really for sharing that. So let me digress a little bit, right? I'm going to talk about challenges because everyone has challenges. But before I do that, I'm going to just put that in perspective by quoting two things very quickly. One, a guy called Roger Crawford said that being challenged in life is inevitable for all of us as human beings, but being defeated is optional. And I'm asking, I can confidently say that because I know all of you being entrepreneurs, I know that you have faced challenges and you have managed to overcome them. So I just want you to share those challenges so that we can learn from them. And another person said, challenges are what make life interesting, but overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. So starting with Mr. B, and then we go to Pastor B, one major challenge has been a natural part of life. Sure that you've had challenge in the course of your relationship, your journey with Longreach. Can you just name maybe one or two quick ones, maybe one, and share a major challenge that you've had to face in the course of your journey with Longreach? What is that challenge and how did you manage to overcome it? And perhaps what can we learn from it? Because I'm just getting started since April.
Wow, that's nice. I'll be very fast about that. There are two things I want to talk about. Number one is internal. The other one is external influence. Now, when we're doing our SWOT analysis, we do the external, strength and internal capabilities. Now, the internal itself, that's number one challenge. And once I was able to overcome myself, I was able to surmount any challenge in front of me. That's the truth. Actually, I feel there's no challenges outside there. I feel that everything is in my mind. That's what I feel. Yeah, I'm different because you're addressing the question to me personally. That's why I'm saying I'm different. Now, once I was able to accept the industry, accept the shortcomings of the industries, accept the fact that people may not receive it the way I've received it, accept the fact that my level of exposure is not everybody's level of exposure, and then that was internal, and then accept the fact that this thing can pay bills more than any other thing. This thing can be. Now, you cannot say I retire. People say I retire, and this one, whether you do it or you don't do it, it keeps on coming. The money keeps on coming over time after you've built this wonderful system. So number one challenges is internal. Yourself, you must first be convicted of what you believed in the system. That is why I first said that I went into a comprehensive, research of the company to know, does this company have integrity? So can I stake it to it? Once I know that I can stake my name to it, I can stamp my signature to it, then I was able to overcome the internal aspect of it. What's internal aspect? Calling a friend. What's internal aspect? Telling a friend, I'm into this business. That's number one. Number two is external. External is people's opinion. First was my own opinion. The first one is people's opinion. Now, people will always tell you story why it will not work. My friends told me why it will not work. Today, they're amazed that a lot of people are succeeding. That is the truth. So I was able also to overcome the external environment when I was able to overcome my own internal environment, my own conviction. Once I was sure that I was ready to do this business and it can actually solve the problems I have. When I walk up to somebody or when we engage in interaction and I ask you something about Longreach and the person is trying to give cold shoulders, two things are involved. Number one, maybe the person does not really understand what I'm trying to say. Two, maybe I have not communicated very well to the person, especially people that tell you, I don't have money. I don't have money does not mean that I don't have money. I don't have money does not mean that if there's something that you will not pull out money, right or wrong? Right, that is the truth. I don't have money does not mean that I cannot sacrifice what I have. It means that I'm not convicted of what you are saying for me to make it a primary purpose or to make it a priority right now on my scale of preference. That's what it means. So when one time I don't have money means that I don't blame the person. Most of the time I look into myself and first ask myself, what in this can this person start the business with? So one of the challenges is that people tell you, I don't have money. That's what they'll say. I don't have money. And then the other class of the society will tell you, I have money to start, but I don't have the time. Two things. I have money to start, but I don't have the time. And the truth of the matter is that, like it or not, everybody have excuse. Sleeping on the bed is also an excuse. I don't have time, I have to sleep. I don't have time, I have to work. I don't have time, I have to watch movies. And addressing the first aspect of I don't have money, which is always the popular challenges people will say, especially in some part of the world, where the startup capital seems to be a little bit not flexible, But in Longreach is different. I tell them, with Longreach, you can start with where you are, with what you have. Take, for example, every day you are spending money buying toothpaste, buying soap, buying all those personal care products. All you need to do is just switch. That's all. And by switching, you have just engaged your family into a wealth vault. Simple. Switch. And it can start with 2 products. It can start with 1 product, which you will not tell me that you don't have money for. Because all our products are affordable. They are not cheap, but they are affordable. That is the truth. However, anybody can access even the list of a product called Mouth Fresher. With that, you can start. So you can start small. You can come in with a normal entry level. You can come in as a preferred customer, then later upgrade, buy things over the time as you like the product to a normal customer. Beautiful. Or you can equally, come in like a normal person, like a normal entry level, which we have several categories. I believe before the end of this, we will let people know about that. You can come in from those. So there's no excuse of I don't have money. Now, the other one is this. For people that say, I have money, but I don't have time. Do you think you will ever have time? I ask them that question. Big CEOs, come on. Successful entrepreneurs, do you really think you have time? No, nobody ever have time in the world. The only place you have time is in the grave.
Wow.
Nobody's going to stop you. No politics, no whatever, no crisis. You are there, you are stone dead, just dead. That is only time. So the world was created so that your productivity level can be weighed, judged, and then quantified, and then you are now rewarded based on that. I like UK. When I came to this country, I love it. I love it. Compared to where I'm coming from in Nigeria. In Nigeria, I pay staff salary in the month. In UK, you are judged per hour. So you can use your hourly, you can decide to say, I want to give 30 minutes of my time to this business in one day or every day or 2 hours in 1 week. Ladies and gentlemen, it is possible. All you need to do is that there must be some certain sacrifice for you to get to where you're going to. You can't get to where you're going to by living on the comfort level. No, comfort and conviction is not the same thing. If you are convicted about something, you must step out from the comfort zone and take a leap because you see a future, which now boils down to my internal conviction, who is communicating the vision to you. How am I able to address that thing that is affecting your life? How am I able to address that point that you really, really want something? But if I'm able to communicate it, then time is not a problem. Money is not a problem. So number one thing is that internal conviction from my side, and then with internal I can overcome the external. That's one of the challenges. So I tell people now, averagely now, what is your income generating hours? We all have 24 hours in a day, right or wrong? Yes, right. That's why people like Dangote, every day they are adding new business portfolio into their business. But look, I see they don't have time. It's a lie. Everybody have time. Even if you sleep 9 hours in a day, even if you sleep 12 hours in a day, there is a time. There is a time you want to stroll with friends. There is a time. Sit down on your time lock. Ask yourself, income generating hour after work, what shall I do? 30 minutes, you can do something. 1 hour, boom. 3 hours, massive. You can do that. And once you do that, the sky becomes a starting point. So tell you, I don't have time, you have time. So I can sit down with you and reconstruct your time. Sir, let's give it 2 years. Why don't you invest 2 years today so that you can enjoy the remaining 5 to 10 years from investment of 2 years? Does that make sense? Yes. What does it take? Walk into it now. Then number 2, I don't have money. With what you have, with what you have, even the Bible, God never leave anybody without something. You ask me, what do you have? He said, man of God, he said, what do you have? You have a seed, you have something. If you don't have money, you have integrity. Go and borrow. He said, I don't have it, you go and borrow. So there's something you have. You might have the name, you might have integrity, which you have built through the years. Use it to borrow money and buy a product, join the business. And guess what? People sometimes join you, not because they have the money, but because they even believe on who you are. So it's equally important. So you can use your brand as who you are to overcome most of these challenges. And guess what? You can assist a lot of people. So my big friends say they don't have time, but they have the money. And I tell them, let's reconstruct your time. Give it 2 years. They're going to see massive explosion. We do the mathematics A and B to see what's going to happen. And guess what? They are where they are today. And then this one says, I don't have money, but I have time. Is it not funny in the whole world? One part does not have time, another part have money. One part does not have money, another one have time. What do? We come together and we form an alliance. And guess what? With the technology of today, you don't have to run from one place to the other to do presentation. Sit in your room. I'm in my room right now doing this presentation. Go down to the common room, go down to the parlor, even in the kitchen. You can maximize the time. Guess what? You go out for gym every day. You go out for run every day. You go to church every day. Even if those social activities are not, you're always online. Now we're now doing everything online. Get people that are online. Everybody's on. In fact, this is the best time to do this business. Sorry, I'm digressing. This is the best time to do this because everybody is online. Companies are now taking their stuff to online. Students are studying online. I'm here as a student. I told you that. I'm here as a student. I receive my lectures online. I do my research online. I read online. Everything's online. So I'm always online. And online, you meet a lot of people. Structure your time. Give it a day. Money and time is not a problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing.
I love it.
Mr. B.
Very, very well said. And with that said, I'm not even going to bother to summarize what you've said, right? Because everybody heard you loud and clear, right? So it's really exciting. I was taking it for my personal application, right? So I'm just going to hand over to Isobe because I know she is dying to share her views on this as well. Tell us about your challenges, Isobe, and how you've overcome them. I want to learn today.
So like Mr. B, time was one of them.
Wow.
With all the other things I had doing, I had a challenge with carving out time to run the business. But then again, I had to put on my entrepreneurial hat and understand, like how I raised, you have to believe in it for you to sacrifice for it. If it's just like raising a child, you have to make sacrifices. So if you say, I don't have time.
Isobe is frozen now.
Like Mr. B said, you have time for everything is on the virtual space. Hi.
Yes, we hear you.
Okay. I said, you do have time. You can make out time if you believe in what you are doing. You have to make out time to grow your business. Treat it like every business you have to make sacrifices for. You have to watch grow. You have to nurture. Yeah. You have to have that time. So I did create that time for my business. And that's what I say to people when I present the Long Reach opportunity. And I like to talk to business people because they have that understanding. They know that it's not something that will just grow overnight. We're not selling a Ponzi scheme here. We're selling a business. Everybody knows, any business person knows that you need to put in the work for you to get results. So put in the time.
No free
if you
lunch.
believe in it, you will carve out the time, you will make sacrifices, and now it's easier. You can do everything from the comfort of your home. All of us have home offices now. We all have home offices. So when someone says to me, oh, I can't attend this because really and truly in the past, it was you had to go for a physical presentation. Now, with a click of a button, you're on your phone, you join the presentation. So that's with the time one, yes, I overcame that easily. With the financial one, yes, with the onslaught of the global pandemic, it did affect everybody's income. So with the dwindling income, it was like, okay, do I want to do this? But like I said, once you're convinced about something, once you have a passion for something, you will do it. You will find a way. That's where innovation comes in. You will find a way, find the capital, put it in and watch it grow. You have to nurture it. So when I say to people, they're like, okay, so if I come in now, how much will I make? I'm like, it depends on how hard you work.
Ooh.
You have to put in the hard work. Success does not come, it's not a mistake. It doesn't just happen overnight. You have to put in the work, put in the time. Put in the work, put in the time, and then you would watch your business grow. So those challenges were just, I think it was just me wanting to be sure that I was doing the right thing. Once I was convinced, it was a no-brainer, really. It's just like any other business, just like any other business. Anybody coming into Longreach who perceives it as a get-rich-quick scheme, you're in the wrong place. You are in the wrong place. You need to know that it's a business, you put in the work, you nurture it, and you watch it grow because it will grow. It will grow.
So
Oh,
true.
thank you.
You've just got to be convinced that that is your dream. If your dream is what is being presented to you, then you follow the direction of your dreams.
Exactly.
And work.
Thank you so much, Mr. B and Isobe. Yes, challenges are normal, but you've overcome them and you're building a fantastic business alongside your other businesses. Impressive and amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I think I'm going to come to Pastor Esther. No, let me see quickly. I think this question is for Mr. B, actually, that most people do not see network marketing as a career in entrepreneurship, right? As a successful entrepreneur yourself who has partnered with Longreach, what is your response to this question? That, network marketing, or let me say even this particular company, people don't see it as a profession. They don't see it as a career. It's just something they take as a hobby almost. So what do you have to say to such people?
Well, I will ask a question. Every entrepreneur's target is baseline profits. How much will I make at the end of a particular period of time? 3 years, 5 years, 4 years. There are two types of prosperity. We have what we call, I just put it down here now. There's what we call inherited prosperity. Inherited prosperity. Then there's what we call created prosperity. Now, these two prosperities have different kind of characteristics. Now, inherited prosperity is derived from paycheck. You inherit something from the father, you inherit a paycheck every week. As you go to work, become a manager, you build a little portfolio in your family asset, is okay. But the challenge with that is that you are dividing the company's pie. So when the companies make money at the end of the month, they divide it and then give you some piece and order some piece. So everybody is struggling for that piece. And over time, we begin to fight ourselves to see how we can outsmart each other to grow and become the CEO of the company. Unfortunately, it's only one person that can become CEO at the same time, irrespective of how many people join the company that particular year. So if you employ 200 people today, it's only one person that will be CEO at the time, right or wrong? Right.
Right.
That is inherited prosperity. That is a prosperity that is limited. That is a prosperity that will continue to be shrink over time. That is a prosperity that is controlled. However, there's a prosperity I call created prosperity. Created prosperity have a characteristics of entrepreneurship. It starts small because it's being created. It's like a seed. Now, multi-level marketing industry operate on a created prosperity basis. You start small. You start from where you are. You start from that disposable income. You start with that little time you have. And then guess what? As you plant it, you now begin to see that, yes, before it can start like a hobby. Like me, I love to talk. I love to inspire people. I love to be in front of thousands of audience and say, let's make it, whoa! I'm never scared of the audience. But when I started, like, it wasn't like that. I used to be a very scared rat. I can't face an audience, but today I can face any thousand. I can throw long reach, my entrepreneurial skill of prospecting, of sorting, of people management. Oh my God, there are some things you cannot learn in school.
I'm telling you,
I'm doing
management.
I'm telling you, I'm doing masters in business development and innovations. Guess what? What I'm seeing there is what I've already done. As I've perfected it already on the practical field, or on that language platform, not under my company. Because you are meeting so many people. You're going to see people that is swinging, you're going to meet a different temperament, different funny set of people. So people management, anybody, Charles Chaps say, you can become wealthy if you know how to manage people. If you can coordinate. Now, Jack Ma made a statement. He says, I am the richest man in the whole world, not because I went to MBA, not because I've run a company before. He said, no. He said, because I am like a choir master that can organize several tunes together, coordinate people together, give them a target, and make them achieve a goal. And together we smile. That's why I'm the wealthiest person. That is from Jack Ma, paraphrase anyway. So what am I saying? As an entrepreneur, you can't sit down and wait for your customer to meet you. Those days are gone. You gotta go out, plot your way up. Every organization have budget. Every organization have target. In this business, the company does not give you target. You are the one that set target for yourself. Likewise, by the time you build this target over time, you can, oh my God, if I start business close to you, believe me, I'm going to run down your customer to my place, because through multi-level marketing skill, I know how to get them to me. And guess what? Now, there's a difference between retail marketing and network marketing. Let me explain that. Retail marketing is hit and run. I sell this thing for you, off you go, and make one off profit. I know before you come out with 5 years, but no. In network marketing, I call it relationship marketing, because I need to keep that relationship going. And if you have to succeed as a business person, whatever you're doing, you need to have relationship with your customers. You need to have 20 years customers. You need to have 40 years customers. How can you do that? Those skills are only the skills you can have from multi-level marketing. It's deeper. It's a mystery. So once you understand this, that's why you're going to appreciate the industry more than what it is today. Yes, I know a lot of people have made a lot of nonsense from the industry, but no, this is not get rich quick concept. No, this is building a communal wealth based on trust, based on integrity, based on sincerity, based on what? Trying to create a future, not just for yourself, not just for your family, but for people around you. Because I don't want to be the only wealthiest person in my town. I don't want to be the only wealthiest person in Belfast, in UK. I want my friends to be wealthy. That's why I am in this business. So as an entrepreneur, it's going to develop so many things about you, prospecting skills, marketing skills, people management skills, those skills that you pay so much to learn outside there, you're going to learn it practical. And guess what? It's not also teach you innovative skill. How can you always keep yourself and your team top? How can you always beat the competition? That's what they call the blue ocean strategy. How can you be the uncompetitive person? Someone cannot compete like you. You are something else entirely. That is what multi-level marketing gives you. And guess what? That is what Longreach, apart from any other multi-level, has created that platform for you. Today, you can stay here and control global economy in UK, in US, in other countries through this company. You can say that at the end of the year, my turnover should be 3.6 million. My turnover should be $3.7 million. How much is that? That is 2-star director. That is the turnover for my team this year. Absolutely. And in that, you are not just the one that's making the profit. Everybody in the base is making money. People are enjoying the product. Some will thank you for the product, and some will thank you for the business opportunity. Solutions. And you will always be excited about it. So every entrepreneur, I tell you, add Longreach to your business is going to help your entrepreneurial skill. Are you suffering from people not coming to your market? Join Longreach, you will know how to get markets. Are you suffering from people not sustaining you? You will learn all these things. And the back office has been organized to make it very easy for you. That's why it's called the back office, because only you that can monitor the growth. Now, see Longreach as a retail business all over the world. You have this thing, you have this thing, you have this thing, you have this thing. Whenever there is lapses through the back office, you can notice this leg is not working. How can I help this branch? What is the problem? What can I do? So it's bringing that to your business, you become uncompetitive. You cannot be in the market. So I tell every entrepreneur, don't look down on the industry, no, because God used the best things of the world to confuse the wise.
Tell me.
Oh,
So when you
preach it.
guess what? Lost. Because that's what he's using to empower people. People are making as much as 80,000 pounds in a week.
That's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't look that, come on. No. Come back. Realize that as an entrepreneur, I am for solution. Long which is that. Building people's management. Long which is that. Skills that you pay so much. And after paying, you forget most of them. This one is practical. People management is the best of all skills in the whole life. Yeah. That's why as a pastor, I'm so excited because as a pastor, you should understand what I'm talking about. Mind you, over 2,300 people come with a solution. Everything is there in language. It comes with the pros and also comes with the cons. Yeah, there are times that you.
Thank you. Joyce, if I can add to what Mr. B just said.
Please.
I remember when I first started working and I wasn't going to be sent on training. So I asked my boss why, and he said, don't worry, you will learn on the job. And that's what Mr. B just said. The skills we learn from the language platform, from the wealth platform, you learn on the job and you grow with it and you become better off for it. So organizations can send you for a training, come back, you cannot apply it back into the space. But here at Longreach, you learn on the job. So you are learning even if you make mistakes, you correct them and you move on and you continue to grow. And that's why Harvard Business School has decided to adopt the network marketing program. It's going to be part of their curriculum moving forward now.
Yeah.
So you can imagine, we have already started, it's already like we've attended Harvard. And I say to everyone every time, and everybody begins to, the wealth platform is as if you are going to Harvard. And that's the truth.
The Harvard of Longreach.
And we're going to start issuing our certificates very soon.
Yes. I believe in a class of our own. Absolutely.
The skill set that you get from this platform is unmeasurable, and that's the honest truth. And then I say to people, which is the least thing that we speak about, the wealth of relationship you build. Look at the network. It's a wide range. I can reach out to any one of you that are out here right now, and we can connect. And that's all we need. I say to people, the least thing you need for a business is the money. Money is the least. It's the connection that you need, the relationship, and that's what builds.
That's true.
So fantastic,
Mr. B. Absolutely.
With you.
You guys are too passionate. You guys are way too passionate.
I am.
Rightly so. Thank you so much, Delia. Thank you, Mr. B, because really, I am not an entrepreneur like yourself, but I have turned into one and I've learned on the job, like Delia just said. And the skills you mentioned, Mr. Bassi, any job, for me, any employment I look at, any job advert I look at, one of the top 3 skills that they'll be calling out is communication skills. Guess what? Over the last 1 year, that's what I do. I communicate. And I've grown as a communicator, even presenting. I've grown in my presentation skills, leadership skills, managing over 4,000 people. At work, usually I will shy away from any role that has people management because that's number 1. Dealing with people, managing people. But guess what? Because I found my passion, it's part of what I do now, and I've developed in terms of managing leaders and managing my mentors and my leaders through this business. What else can give me this on the job, on the business? I've turned into an entrepreneur and I've learned skills that my employer also needs. Leadership, interpersonal skills, managing people, and communication skills. Those are the top 3 skills in any job advert I will go for today. So amazing, amazing, amazing. I think we're back with you, Delia, for this question now. Because people are chipping at the base, they want to know, how does it work really? They're already excited.
Yeah, I see the messages coming in. So really, how does this work? So I'm going to push this over to you, Pastor Esther. Yes, I want Pastor Esther to handle this for us. I want you to tell those of us that are on board now how we come into the Longreach business. So how does it work? How does it start? And how does the business flow? So do you want to tell us about this, Pastor?
Absolutely. So how does Longreach work? I want to say thank you to Mr. B, Barrister Joyce, Barrister Clara, Delia, the entire Barrister Zobe, every single person, because again, what we're doing here Is not, we're not selling products. It's not a marketing product thing. This is a solution creation that we're doing. So you might be asking, you were saying, how do I get started? How do I jump on board? What do I need to do? I've heard all of this. Okay, now what? Well, basically, this is all we're asking you to do. Today, like I said, I'm guaranteeing you that it don't matter how broke anybody gets, you're going to brush your teeth. It doesn't matter how broke you get, you're going to take a shower. So we're saying all you need to do is try Longreach product. I guarantee you, I'm saying it again, I guarantee you would like one product, at least one would resonate with you. You try the product, switch your brand of daily household products. You're already paying for them. You will pay for them. You are still going to pay for them tomorrow. So, but what Longreach is saying to you is, why not come, try the product, switch your brand, and get paid for the brand that you are already spending money to buy because you're going to buy them. Then the next thing you need to do is invite friends and family to a presentation such as this one. And we do weekly presentations as well. We do this monthly as well, which is our family legacy, but we do a weekly presentation. Invite, you don't talk about the business when you come on board because you really don't know much about the business just yet. So we say, let these people you're seeing, their pretty faces and handsome faces, let them do all the talking for you. And you see how pretty Ambassador Joyce looks when she comes in here looking just fabulous all by herself. And she's going to talk about the product for you. All you need to do is just chill, get on the call and watch your people listen on this presentation. And then they switch their product as well, their brands. Because guess what? You're going to walk into Walmart tomorrow. You're going to walk into H-E-B, Tesco. You're going to go buy toothpaste. Longreach is saying, switch your brand. Stop using all the clothes of whatever you've been buying and try their natural product. That's where you start from. Switch your brand.
Thank you. And that being said, I completely agree with you, Pastor E, switch your brand. So when we say switch your brand, we're saying you, like Pastor E said, you will definitely take your bath. And Longreach has got over 2,000 products. You've got a wide range of products to select from. Whatever you need, from household essentials to your cosmetics to body care, skincare, whatever it is you need. They even make shoes and pots. Just switch your brand and then buy whatever you need from Longreach. And you also get paid for using those products. That's the beauty of it. You get paid for using the products and you also get the benefits of using those products. And there are a lot of testimonies. I'm going to ask people, if you are partners here, begin to drop in some of the testimonies that you have or you've heard people that have from using this Longreach product. And it's as simple as that. Just switch your products to the Longreach product of things you would normally buy that Longreach makes. And then tell others about it. That's all.
Absolutely. And you start building your business by sharing this amazing opportunity with others. Wonderful. We're coming to you next, Clara. Take it away.
It really is.
I'm sure some people will be thinking, it sounds like something I've heard about before. Tell us.
Exactly. Trust me, is as Pastor Esther and Delia have said, it really is as easy as 1, 2, 3, those points you see there. Don't complicate it, don't overthink it. That's it, really. But you know, at the same time, and I'm going to make you laugh a bit, right? I'm going to share an African proverb. Where I come from in Africa, there's this saying, you know, like a proverb that says that when somebody has been bitten by a snake before, they see a worm and they run. Right? Like they see a worm and they run. The trauma of having been bitten by a snake before makes them so cautious, overly cautious and afraid when they see other opportunities. So likening this to the experience of people who have perhaps had a previous experience that wasn't so good with, you know, network-based entrepreneurship, I don't want us to invalidate their feelings, because wealth starts from the mind. Wealth creation starts from the mind. So what can we tell these people just to help them to change their thinking, to think out of the box, to think about this industry differently? Because we as professionals, having come into this industry, we know, and we can testify every single day we've been here, we can testify that there is something different, that it's not what people think it is. So I will ask this question to perhaps all of our speakers, if we can take it in turn, starting with Mr. B. And Mr. B, just tell us, what to say to somebody who has said, no, this is not for me, not going there, not touching it with a 10-foot pole because I've had a previous bad experience. What would you say to them?
Well, it's very simple. Number one, everybody that have accident with a car once in his life will say, I'll never drive again. but once the person is out, 2 weeks later, nah, let me drive that car. That's the thing. We've always have experience with horrible relationships in our lives. When we're growing up, we say, I'll never love again. But it's not the reason not to love. This is one time. Now, there are a lot of people that are overwhelmed by the society and several things have happened to them, and they have maybe perceived reasons why they say, I don't want to join. But I think one of the reasons is that the industry has been misconstrued several times. People have misrepresented the industry in several quarters, and that have made us look like a bunch of, I don't know what to call, because I don't want to classify myself into that particular category as per se. But it's because of the people that were frontliners of this industry before that have messed us up, and also the companies that came also with what I call the golden handcuffs. They promise you everything, but underneath there's a golden handcuff. That is one thing I discovered. So I tell people that Longreach is not just a business for yourself. No, don't do it because of who you are or what you have now, but do it because of those little ones that is at your back.
Yeah.
Your children. A time will come that your current industry does not have value again. And if you're not innovative to have alternative fashion, let me show us. There's a strategy by Porter, no, not by Porter, I forgot the name of that particular writer from Harvard. It's called Blue Ocean Strategy. I love the Blue Ocean Strategy. Now, the Blue Ocean Strategy try as much as possible to make you learn from other industry and use the experience from that industry to improve your own industry. For people that says, Longreach is not my kind of a thing, I look at them like, you don't understand that this is an opportunity for learning. This is an opportunity to understand, to know your staff. Your staff will call you boss, but the truth of the matter is that, are they in the right framework of mind? Are they properly motivated? Sometimes it's not monetary motivation. Seriously, there are a lot of things. So this industry is going to train you. So I tell you, no, don't look at this as if I'm doing it for myself. Of course, you're comfortable. How many cars can you drive? How many do you go to? But look at this as this is the wealth for the next generation. Look at it as there's somebody along the line. There's somebody along the line through you that the person will be impacted. And most of our top leaders will share stories of how their humble beginnings were like, we were not even, most of us were better than most of our top earners today. But the truth is, it was through somebody who gave them this seed of the future that has actually made them become who they are today. Wouldn't you want to be part of someone's success story tomorrow?
Wow.
Let's have empathy on this side now. Won't you want to someone say, oh, thank you, sir, for introducing me to this business? Even if you're not making money the way I'm making, but God will bless you.
Yeah.
Don't you want to be part of that success story?
In
this business, we all come together. I said it a lot, to create a communal wealth. I've learned from the Jews, I've learned from the Asian, but the Africans never learn. Sorry, I'm not trying to be racist. But every Jew set up a business and all Jews patronize that business.
True.
Every Asian set up a business and all Asians patronize that business. Every Indian set up a business, an entire Indian community patronize that business in a new location. But you come down to the blacks, they don't. That is the mindset we have to change. And that's why I've kept us where we are today. So I tell to everybody outside there, as an entrepreneur, don't look at it as if it's not my kind of thing. No, there is more you're going to learn. There is more you're going to make. and there's more life you're going to impact.
Yes.
Make more, you're going to make more money, more, you're going to impact. A woman that is earning over 200 million every week does not have two heads.
Absolutely.
Any company that makes 200 million every week, or even 50 million every week, is a company that also upscale, serious. But if someone is earning that, I think it's worth looking into it. Then another thing is that if people that we so admire, the governor's wife, the governor's wife and other people's over there, you know, who have seen a future in this business, the celebrities in quote, the high profile ranking people in quote, and they have seen a future and they're delving into it.
And they're in it.
What are you missing out? That is the truth. So it's not a business for you. It's not just a business for your family. It's a communal business.
Absolutely.
Sustainable wealth.
I hear you on
there are people. There's wealth creation.
I hear you on that one, and that totally resonates with me. It's about democratizing wealth, everybody getting wealthy together, and also remembering that, and that just gets me excited because that's what I love doing, empowering other people, remembering that there are people who may not even get to hear about this opportunity unless it comes through you. If I went to present it to them, they may not even listen to me, but if you presented it because they know you, like you, trust you, they would come in and they would be blessed by it. So let me just quickly hand over to Isobel now, because I know she has her own little bit to share. Isobel?
Hi. Okay, with previous experiences. So when you speak with people and they tell you, oh no, I can't do this now because I have had XYZ experience with the previous multi-level marketing company, I can relate with that because I have had previous bad experience with a multi-level marketing company. So what I just try to do is try to differentiate Longreach from all the others. So when you hear that Longreach doesn't do auto ship, so there's no pressure because the emphasis is not on sale. You understand that you're not going to be hawking goods. That calms them down a bit. You understand that your points are there for life. No flushing of points. You understand that you can build your business at your pace because it is probably your plan B, which means you have something else, some other business that you're nurturing. Yeah. So all of this fall in place for them, fits into their to their overall structure, what they're looking at in getting, either coming into starting this as a plan A. Some people, this is their plan A, not their plan B. You also understand that you have a variety of products to choose from. You're not limited to just maybe supplements or just 1, 2, or 3, 5 products. You have well over 2,000 products which you manufacture, and you can pick and choose and experience the products. When they understand this, it's easier for them to receive the business opportunity. That way they understand that, okay, for this other multi-level marketing, I had this pressure to sell. We are not traders here. The pressure, the emphasis is not on sale. So we don't have that pressure. That pressure is gone. So you do it at your own pace. You have time to grow your business like every other normal business. You grow your business you nurture it from the seed.
Grow yourself as well.
Yes. So when people understand this, when they understand the difference between Longreach and other multi-level marketing businesses, it's easier for them to accept it.
Wonderful. I resonate with that no selling, because when I tell my friends, oh, I invite people on and they think, oh my God, I have to sell. I'm like, look at me, I don't have time to sell. I don't have the interest in buying and selling toothpaste or roll-on or body wash. That's not what I do. However, I'm in this business is about, relationship, is about network entrepreneurship. So that makes it more interesting. So Longreach is like no order. Like you mentioned, in your previous experience, there was flushing of points. With this one, flushing of points, as well as, overtaking. You can come in, you not because there's no first mover advantage. It's not about when you come in or coming in, those at the top are the ones making the money. Absolutely not. You can come in today and overtake me, make more money than me.
Yeah.
And
it's how much work you put into it.
Yeah. So it's very different. And the other difference is zero registration fees. People always ask me this, do I have to pay for registration? I'm like, no, you only pay for your toothpaste or your body soap, and that's it really. So it's fantastic. Back to you, Clara.
Yes, we're not all the same. We are not all the same. With Longroot, it's simply about building an army of product users who value their health, value wealth creation, value living legacy for the next generation, building in, transgenerational wealth, as I call it. That's what it's about. So there is, to me, really, there's Longreach and then there's the others. I mean, I don't want to sound all snobbish and all.
Exactly.
There's Longreach and then there's.
And then again, let me chip in here. For some multi-level marketing companies, they're just Ponzi schemes.
They are
so
Ponzi.
For those who are looking to get rich really quick, yes, they can do that because they're selling stuff that you can't see.
Yeah.
With Longreach, you see the products, you receive the products, you use your products.
You enjoy the products.
So it's not something you are mining, something somewhere, you will soon get reap the rewards, you will soon, no, none of that.
I'll give you the gold bar at some point.
I love it. Pastor Esther.
Let's not go there.
For the next question.
You know that the only people who get scammed in any kind of thing that looks are people who are looking to get rich quick. Because again, some of those things that you say you got heat on, you just got kind of a little, long throat, and you said, somebody told you if you just come in with 5,000 in 2 months, you're going to be making 5 million. They don't told you what you buy.
That's true.
With Longreach, you will never saying you got played, you got duped. The reason why is because you got products you paid for.
That's
you
true.
will get the product. You actually buy in those products to use them. So you will gain the experience, you will get the solution, you will see results, and you build wealth from that. Unlike when they said, come and bring 5 people, and after the 5 people, those 5 people bring more 5 people, and after that, those ones bring more 5 people, but you're not buying anything, but you're bringing in money. So that's not what Longreach is. Longreach, although it's got the model of a multi-level market, it is pretty much a network marketing company, but that's the core of their business is manufacturing. They've got a product for you to actually use. So it's not a spiritual product, it's not
Oh, wow.
You guys are cracking me up. Amazing.
Thank you so much, Pastor Esther. I mean, that is very, very well said. So, Joyce, I will hand over to you to take the next question.
Thank you, Clara. And we're actually staying with Pastor Esther. Thank you so much, Clara. It's, it's different. It's, I would never have been involved with so many other type of different business or pyramid schemes out there where they say just bring people and make money, because those are pyramids that will collapse sooner than later. But this one, it's a real business. I know there are people on the call who are wondering how they can become a member of the web platform and what it takes. What does it entail? Do people have to pay for registration to become a partner? Do they have to keep buying products monthly? Do they have to sell products? And what are the entry levels? People want to know the answers to this question. So if you can help us, Pastor Esther, to decide it so that they can understand exactly what they need to do to get on board today.
All right, awesome. So how can you become a member of this powerful, powerful platform that we've been talking about for the last hour? So again, let me stress this, there's no registration fee, there's no membership fee. To become a partner, you just do, it's a free membership, you sign up, you get the product you want. You don't have to keep buying what you don't want. You don't have to buy what you're never going to use. You buy what you're going to use and what you want. And what you're looking at on the screen are the entry levels. Now, when we say entry levels, it is not, you're not paying to come into the business. This is basically amounts that are located to the products you are going to be buying. So you decide what product you want, the quantity you want, at what time you want it. So you don't get to spend money on something that you are never going to use. Longreach does not want you to stock up your living room, turn it into a warehouse where you're just buying products and you're just storing them. No, the goal here is to build a chain, an army of product users. So And currently, for instance, in the UK market, we've got a promo going on. And again, if you're in that market, I want to tell you, you got to jump on this. If somebody has invited you on this call and you're in the UK or you have somebody there who you would like to introduce to this business, this is the best time. We're coming to the end of the year, 2020. Yes, the year kind of started off kind of rough, but let me tell you something. People made money in this year better than any other year they have ever lived.
Yep.
And so it just, again, Mr. B said it, it's all about a mindset. How are you looking at this whole year? So now with the UK promo going on, if you come on board today, let's say you come on board, do your registration, which is free. All you have to do is select your product. You get back with a person who actually invited you on this call or who sent you the link and do your registration. You fill out all the information and you decide. If you do a new registration on a one-time upgrade order of 60 PVs, for instance, you upgrade to silver. If you do 120, you upgrade to gold. And so this is a one-time promo that is going on right now. There's not a guarantee how long this is going to, if it's going to continue after the promo ends. But I want to encourage you, we've got how many days left? About a week. We've got 7 more days left on this. So jump on it. The upgrade order will be in one-time purchase during the promo time. So again, if you do normally a 60 PV, if you do a 60 PV, it's Q silver. But Long Ridge is saying, you know what? We want to really make it a smiley end of the year for the UK market. The US market, we've enjoyed that as well. Nigeria's enjoyed that as well. So now it's the turn of the UK market. So if you come in with 60 PV, instead of being a Q silver, you are going to be a silver, which is for the UK market. That's what I'm referring to. And so instead of your silver that would normally cost you $175, you are going to actually be spending on product 85 pounds. And you are not going to be Q silver. It's going to upgrade after a couple of weeks. The upgrade will be done manually, and it takes you to 120 PV.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Pastor Esther. It's really as simple as this, with as little as 85 pounds, $120, 40,000 naira, 1,000 rand, or 570 Ghana cedis. We have so many other countries where global business, you can actually start off a business by using that amount to spend on products that you will still buy anyway. So that's your investment capital. It takes a very little, and if you want to even earn higher, you can take advantage of the promo in the UK. But if you're outside of the UK, it doesn't matter. This is a no-brainer. It's a business. You're spending money on your everyday consumables, like we've said already, and you turn that expenditure into an investment and start building a legacy for yourself and for your family. It's pretty much as simple as that, and it's really amazing. So you shouldn't waste any more time. Get the catalog, get the price list from the person who invited you, select your products, and choose whatever entry level you feel comfortable with. Depends on your budget. If you want to earn higher, then come in at the higher end, because that performance bonus that you see is a percentage of what you would earn. So it goes from 8% to 12%. Now today, if you're in the UK, you'll be getting the 12% entry level for 75% off. You'll only be getting it for 1/3 of the usual price. So that's better than half price sale. So it's a fantastic Black Friday, even though it's not Black Friday sales time yet. That's still coming, but we're doing it early in the UK. We're going after the Americans. So it's a great deal. So take advantage of it this week coming and get into the business. So thank you so much, Pastor Esther. And I think I'm back with you, Jellica.
Thank you.
Yes, you are. Okay, so now we go right into the next question, which is building a family legacy. And that's what the theme of this program is. We want to teach you how to build a family legacy that will last and grow from generations to generations. Mr. B, I'm going to direct this question to you because I want you to address for us real briefly the theme of this event, which is building a family legacy. Can you explain what this means to you personally and as a businessman? How is Long Ridge helping you to build this family legacy? I want to believe that each and every one of us here have already started on that platform, but we want to hear from you how you have been able to do this and how it's working?
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, when we joined, we decided to build our family into the business ourselves. And that includes children, mothers, fathers, and all those things. And right now, as I'm talking to you, that has metamorphosed to several investment streams for the family, not just myself, but everybody. Now, let me now take myself from the picture and bring other people now to the picture. Now, today you see babies, just babies alone, 6 months, 3 months, making as much as so much amount of money, as much as £10,000, as much as £20,000 in earnings, in weekly earnings. Now, if you are a family man and you hope to have a family, if there's any business you ever think to give up to your to prepare for your children, I think this is the best business platform for you. Recommending the company itself is the best business platform. Yes. Now, the likes of, I don't want to call names. I'm not permitted to call names because I didn't tell I'm going to call their names. But I want to say that I have seen people who were nothing. Today, their children are making up to £2,000 in a week, £3,000 in a week. And those children have not started working. So anyway, this is based on different. I know it's not the same thing. It's not applicable to US. Am I right? I think so. It's not applicable to US market, but to UK and even Nigerian market, also and South African and Ghana market and Kenya, the rest of the market now. Children are making fortunes from this.
Even the USA, in the USA, they have a form that they have to fill for parents to register for their beneficiaries for their children.
Yeah. Oh, that's
well done. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Now, how is it like, how you look like for your children to pay their own school fees? Look at that. You don't have to carry money and be putting in one investment fund until when they grow up. No. How does it look like? Children are paying their own school fees. Children are qualifying for several incentives, being converted to cash and put an investment stream for them. Think of that. So building family legacy is very, for me, we've done a lot of things. I don't want to say it here because it's already on Facebook. You know, my privacy and protection is very important. Except Barrister Joyce will give me securities on all my family securities before I can spill it out here. Sorry,
just a little bit of an insight will be helpful.
It's on Facebook Live, madam. It's on Facebook Live.
Okay, all right then.
But I have seen family built wealth. Seriously, we just recently picked up some things for the children, and it has been amazing. It has been amazing. Some real estate properties. It has been amazing to some crazy
your children's names.
The children's names, yes. I mean, it's and also now get me correct. This is from their earnings.
Oh wow.
Yes, it's not from my earnings. I blow my earnings. I use it to do a lot of things.
Wow. I like that. That brings it home for me. I love that.
Exactly. I blow my earnings. I used to do a lot of things. You know, the children earnings were now used to set up a real estate investment into several. You know, when you pick a property out of Miru, you understand what I'm talking about. Let me not go there, but understand what I'm talking about. That is one of the daughters getting that. Now it shows you that the world has changed. If your business is not building family legacy, if where you are working will not build family legacy,
yes,
it's not too late.
You are shortchanging yourself.
You are, because as you're going out to stress yourself in the 8 hours and 9 hours job every day, you have little lifespan remaining, and the rest of your life, whatever you earn, bills are taking it. That's what they call the geometric progression. That is how this industry operates. It goes like this.
Yeah.
And there's what they call the linear progression. That is how salary is. It comes like this.
Tell me about it. Yes.
After like 5 years, it's pop a little bit, and then
that's true.
You know, now I was, you know, when I came here, a lot of us Nigerians were looking at job opportunities here, and when you look at job, they will say £40 an hour, £10 an hour, £15 an hour, and they were like, "Oh my God, it's big." I was laughing. I said, "How many years will you put in for £20, £40 an hour job, when you can actually be making 100, 200, 300 in an hour?"
Yeah.
How many? But guess what? With this platform, you can build wealth for your family. And it also gives family that are not yet born. We have what we call the
that's just a game changer.
the
like
account. where you stand up your children and you're gonna be a boy or a girl, whatever it is, whatever comes up, but the children has already have a well preparing. I know if I remember for my daughter, she was already into millions before she was born. So
Wow.
what you want to have that to your children? I've never had opportunity to run around looking for money. It has never happened before. Minus my business as business consulting. Now adding language together, the sky becomes a starting point. So to every father, to every mother, this is the time. To every single, this is the time to carve him, create that family legacy today. Peel it, because that family will still come and that expenses will still come. But what will not be tolerated is excuse. I don't have money. Start with what you have. Start now. And guess what? The future becomes an enviable one. So that's
Yes,
how legacy of language. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I love you.
Amazing.
well said. No. Well said. We feel like we should take offering and go home now because it's all.
It's really amazing, Mr. B, and I completely resonate with all that you have said. And for me too, I look at it from a different perspective, and that's for my kids. When we're growing up, I think for a few families, we have a few tribes, I don't want to begin to mention names, that teach their kids to begin to learn businesses from small. And that's what the Long Reach platform affords us. So we're able to teach our siblings, our children, our partners, our neighbors to learn entrepreneurial skills from a young age. And they begin to understand how to run businesses. So they're not going to grow up like us and just want to come into a 9-to-5 job and, you go to school, come back, and you get to look for a job as an engineer in one place. No. So from small, they learn to understand that they can make money from multiple sources. And that's a gift that we can give to our children. That's a legacy. What's a legacy when you speak about legacies for children? Is it just living in a house? No. It's also those things that you imbibe into them, those virtues, those structures that they too will also pass down to others after them. It's an amazing platform, really, building a family legacy. And Long Reach, they are very generous with their payments. If you look at the financial aspects, they pay very well. Look at the amount of people. If you do your research, go and look at the number of people that earn millions weekly. And Long Reach is still paying.
Wow.
I'm paying us here in pounds. I just started last year. I'm paying us 4 figures a week as well. Amazing.
I want to say something. Sorry, I did not mention this. My mom was into multi-level marketing for a lot of years. I'm one of the reasons why I hated network marketing, because we have one of this room in the house. It was full of, I don't want to mention the XYZ company. Wherever we open the product, all expired product. But guess what? Look at me here. I'm calling my business partners. They said, please send me a product all the way from, please. Is anybody here that is from Belfast City, Northern Ireland? I'll need to see you. Just contact me. I need some product. I need some product. Now, it shows you how hot the products are. It's true. Very important. My daughter has been prospecting people on Long Reach. Wow. She knows it very well. She stands on Europe and do presentation. That girl never has stage fright.
How old is she?
I think she is, Sapphire is 6 years old.
Wow.
She will stand and be talking about Long Reach. Long Reach does this, Long Reach does this, Long Reach does this. Guess what? Try that girl 10 years from now. The money she's making every single week. There are some graduates with all their graduatism will not be able to get that fast except through entrepreneurship, because there's no job that will pay you that.
Fact.
And guess what? Like I said earlier, our income is geometric. It will start small. Please understand, it's a seed. There's time for everything. There's a time to plant. There's a time to water. There's a time to believe. There's a time to pray. And there's a time you begin to have the result. And when the results come, it will not be the current effort that will give you that result. It's what you have sowed many years. Let me shock you guys. My greatest earning was this year when we had pandemic. Is that not amazing?
Amazing.
People, companies were shutting down. I was making volumes. I was making volumes every week in pandemic. That shows you that the old worlds have changed. This is a new world now. And it takes, if you have planted a seed today, it doesn't matter how much it is. Start with what you have. Start from where you are and start today. And once you do that, let's give it some time. Let's water it together. Let's hold hands together. Go out together. As you're laying the skills, as you're getting yourself prepared for this future, 3 years from now, you turn and say, thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you for putting me in this platform. That is what it takes to build a family take us.
Sure.
Amazing stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Mr. B, for that. That is mind blowing. I wouldn't even add to that. You've said it all. Anybody who gets the message, anybody who got that sermon and does not act immediately, guys, you are shortchanging yourself. That is a fact, you know. So with that said, I'm going to go straight, you know, to my question, which is just, you know, tell us. I'll start with Pastor Esther, for you to just tell us, you know, I mean, 2,000 products. Tell us though, of these 2,000 products, which ones are your favorite? Maybe 2, 3, 4 of them that are your favorite, and why? I know berry oil is one of them. Take it away, Pastor Esther.
Berry oil is one of my favorite ones. I love the toothpaste because everybody can use it, all ages. The bamboo soap, when I was traveling, I actually only took about 2 bars of them because I wasn't going to try to be without bamboo soap. Well, now I have a new one, which is a sanitary super clean napkin because of my 14-year-old. Since she started using it, she just came into being a teenager. So now that I don't even remember. I have to kind of check my phone to remember when her period is starting because she doesn't get that painful everyday monthly cycle. So again, for me, the top of the line is the berry oil. I'm kind of here and there on the arthro. The reason is because I prefer the berry oil now. Initially, when I first started, I loved the arthro, but now I fell in love with berry oil and I take it everywhere. Well, the alkaline cup is another one. So for me, you know what? Everything, I love everything about Long Reach. Let me not just lie. Every single product I have used, I love it all.
Alkaline cup.
So much. Thank you so much. The alkaline cup is a little miracle for me. I cannot do without it. All my water goes into it. It motivates me to drink the allotted or the specified 2 liters a day because I know I'm putting 2 liters of pure water into my system. And you know what it is, the difference between alkaline and acidic water. Let's not even go there, but research it for yourself, right? So I'll hand over to Isobe. Isobe, tell us a few of your products, maybe 2, 3 of them.
Okay, for me, it's the berry oil. It energizes me. Then I love the brown tea because it supports my staying in shape. Yes. I also love the bamboo soap. It leaves my skin squeaky clean without stripping it. So it's everything, sanitary napkins, it's everything really. It's everything.
I know you're only choosing because we told you to choose.
Exactly.
Mr. B, I'd like to hear from you, you know, because from a man's perspective, which 2 or 3 products are your favorite?
Oh my God, I'm missing the wine right now. I'm looking for the wine. I'm missing the wine. It's cold. It's cold here. I don't play with the wine. It's one of my best. It's in action. I love the wine. Then I love the pest because I like talking and I have to have fresh breath to talk to have my self-confidence and ensure that I'm not. Yes. Come on, I love the press. I'm not really good with my fresher to carry the small thing around, but I have it always with me. You know, I think it's somewhere in my cupboard right now. I can't find it now. Okay. Then I also like the cup. I don't play with the cup. I don't play. Sometimes I don't eat in the day because I'm always very busy. But guess what? With this water, it has a way of. I call it. They call it. There's how the Chinese call it something about fasting. That sometimes I don't eat in the day, but drinking water from this cup gets me healthy. Wash a lot of toxic in my body and gets me more younger and fresher every day. So I like the cup. I love the toothpaste. I love the wine. But constantly, since I came to this country, I don't play with my cordyceps and my perfume. I don't play with those products. I mean, which other product? I think I've used all the products except sanitary pad.
That one, don't use it.
But I've used Pantelina, I've used everything except Menguang, that's for women fertility, and then sanitary pad. I don't use that one. I love all the products.
They're great products, by the way. I can testify.
Yeah, exactly. You can see my skin. I love it very well. People tell you always very fresh. I say, yeah, because I know what I use every day to keep me young, to keep me vibrant, to keep me smart. And guess what? Longish product is second to none. Not just
Yeah,
because
actually.
but it's because the companies they produce for are world-class company.
Yeah.
They will not rubbish their integrity to produce substandard products.
Yeah.
Companies will come to Africa or any part of the world, throw multi-level market scheme and dump anything and nobody gets to recession.
Yes.
And they give you possible vibe that you can do everything. There's not a standard verification. But
True.
Long has a brand name to protect.
Boom.
Absolutely. And the world leading bodies
Exactly.
now, like
I even,
SGS, Intertech have certified their products.
exactly. I didn't even talk about this. With our 9th research center in Africa, the face in Africa, about to be unveiled, then our herbs will now be converted to world-leading innovative product. Get ready. It has started. If you're a Black person, anywhere in the world, Black, white, Caucasian, Asian, whatever, this is the right time to key into this business. Because from where we are right now, the next 6 months, the next 12 months, a lot of people will not see our backside. But
I'm
you
happy I'm planted.
Exactly. But you that is in the platform, please, no more sleeping. Go out there. The harvest is ready. Laborers are ready. And guess what? Who are the laborers? You are the laborer. Go out there. The harvest is ready. People are ready to grab this opportunity. Mr. B is always ready to also inspire. I'm always them. You can call it doing my own work here. So my favorite product, I've mentioned it, is beautiful. And once more, I don't play with this thing. See this thing? Order it today. Order it today and get your own. It's one of the best products. Thank you.
Absolutely is. I love it. I love it. And Clara, can I add my favorite product just to piggyback on the cup as well? I found one. I won't mention my other favorite products like Pastor Esther already did, but there's one that I've just discovered, which is the pot. The longfish pot is amazing. I cooked a vegetable soup on it yesterday, and I kept wondering, why is this vegetable soup extra delicious? And I think it's the pot. The pot is pretty amazing. I only have the one. I've ordered 3 more. So if you haven't tried it, you need to. It's lovely. I love it.
Yeah, I've ordered my pots and I can't wait to try them out. They're not ordinary pots. They are amazing. Energy pot, they call them. Yeah. So I don't want to be cliched, but a trial will convince you. That's what I'm saying.
The vegetable comes out tasting like, all the flavors are in. It keeps them in. It's beautiful. It's amazing.
It doesn't kill the flavors. Yeah. Very true, very true. Thank you so much. And Joyce, I think this is where I hand over back to you, I think.
Yeah. Let's have the final thoughts. Any final words? Just one word.
So hand over to me.
Just a sentence.
Clara. Yeah, so we just want to know, finally, we've spent some time here, and anybody can chip in if you want to, or all three don't have to speak, but if you have any final thoughts for listeners. So Mr. B, I think you just said that to people who are in the harvest is much, but the laborers are few and all of that. But what, do you see 3-5 years from now, and your final thoughts for people, people who haven't partnered yet, or people who are already partners? What are your final thoughts? Isobey, Pastor Esther, what do you have to say?
Okay. All right, let me start and end. Final thought. If you are in this business, congratulations. You take the best decision.
Thank you.
Congrats. And guess what? 5 years from now, I bet you, if you're doing what you're doing consistently, 5 years from now, not only are you going to be wealthy through this platform, but you're going to have a lot of wealthy friends. Because everyone around you that is in this platform will be empowered. Everyone will be empowered. Children will be empowered. The world has changed. And for you that are yet to join this platform, please, what are you waiting for? Yesterday was a good time, but guess what? Now is the best time. The world has changed. Like I said, the last world expired in January 2020. This is a new world. Companies are closing up. Some businesses are no more working like used to work. It's an opportunity for you to key in now. For you guys out there looking for a job, this is a job for you. Treat it as a job and it will pay you a lifetime income. So what are you waiting for? Go out there and join. 5 years from today, Long Reach will make a lot of people bigger than their community. Mark my words. We've not started. We are just beginning. And the wall is waiting for us. It's a standard stage for us. So get ready, press up. If you are in, come on, you're on the right decision. Make the right decision. If you're not yet in, take that decision today. Start with what you have. Start with where you are. Start right now, and the future will be glorious. Thank you. My final thought.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Isabel.
Okay, for me, my final thoughts are, if you're on this call, I'm sure you've heard all that we said. It's a no-brainer. It's a win-win for everyone. If you want to be wealthy, if you want to have that financial freedom and time freedom, empowerment for yourself and your family, today's the day to sign up. So circle back to the person who invited you for this call and sign up. Start small, grow your business, and reap the rewards. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you.
Thank you. And Pastor Esther.
All right. Final thought from me is, if you're on this call now, remember something. This business is not you alone trying to make $100. You've got 100 people coming together, making $1 each and helping you build that business that you're running. So basically, you are in this for yourself to actually build generational wealth, but you're not in it by yourself.
Yeah.
You've got people of every walks of life. You've got attorneys, you've got medical doctors, you've got dentists, you have business entrepreneurs, you have different people who are going to chip in and help you build, as long as you're willing to put the work and willing to make it happen, because again, it's yours. So coming today, remember the membership is free. You're not paying anything. Just complete the application, and so you can get your membership ID number and get the products you want and start trying it. Because trust me, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, the person who joined this call today and got started would be all the way to Diamond 5. And you don't want to be left out on it. I'm talking about making some serious money. So again, this is where you'll begin to say to yourself, I'm going to shift, I'm going to make a difference for my family, not just for you, but everybody else that is looking up to you. There's an impact to be made, and you can do that today at no cost to you. Just try out the product. That's all we say. Come on board and welcome.
Woo.
Oh, thank you so much, Pastor Esther. Clara?
Is that me or Delia? I think
Clara.
Delia.
I'll come to Delia after you. Clara, you?
Okay, so so do you want me to thank the
No,
panelists?
no, your final words, your final thoughts.
Oh, my final words, of course.
Your final thoughts.
Of course. I was, okay, so can I share my final words by way of a quote? You know me, I love quotes, right?
Yes,
I'll tell you something I said, and I'll tell you something Richard Branson said, right?
Yeah.
What is, I'm picking up from what B said just now. He said the last world ended in January 2020. This is a new world. And I want to just marry that to something that I've always shared on social media to my followers, where I talk about the new normal, not my coinage, not my word, but it really sticks and resonates in this particular sort of year that we are living through. It's unprecedented. No one saw it coming, but we are here and the year is almost gone and things are just, for some people, going from bad to worse. For some people, as Mr. B says, geometric, just going better, 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 and better. So here's what I say, the new normal. There is a new normal, right? Let's not even argue that. There is a new normal, and the new normal demands a new mindset. I'm a big advocate of changing the mind. I believe that of all the prisons that hold us bound, this prison right here is the greatest prison. If you can win the war up here, there is no other battle, no other war that you cannot win if you can stop yourself from being limited up here. And I learned that years ago, and I'm growing by it. So the new normal demands a new mindset. Money has left the offices. Again, this is not my word, but it resonates. They said money right now is out on the streets of network marketing, which is why 30 years a lawyer, I'm so proud. Like Innocent, I am so proud to be able to say that I am now today involved in building a network-based entrepreneurial business. So that's what I say. It's time to change the mindset and listen to what Richard Branson, because who am I, right? Little old me, but listen to what Richard Branson said. Richard Branson says that if somebody, he first said, it's crazy how some people feel that 2 to 5 years in a business is too long a time, that if they're not reaching 2 to 5 years, then they're ditching it. But yet they don't feel that 40 years at a job is a long enough time, or is too long of a time to stay broke. He said, if someone invites you to join a network marketing business, join the business, even if you don't know what it's all about, but be patient and learn the process gradually and relentlessly. He says, remain there, even if it takes you 5 years, which is what we usually advocate. This is not a get rich quick thing. It's not a scam. It's not a scheme. I would run if it was. He says, remain there, even if it takes you 5 years to be successful in it, because when the benefits begin to flow, listen to what Mr. B said. He says it will be like that, like you're taking off. When the benefits begin to flow, Richard Branson says, you will never be the same person ever again. So let's be patient, people, to build a business. 3 years between the 3 to 5 year mark. Let's be patient. Even if you have a job now, right? What I would say is polish up your skills, get personal development, get involved, build relationships, build a global business, which is what I'm doing. I'm so excited. I could go on and on and on, but I know that we have a finite time on this program today. So I'm just going to say, that's my final word. If you're here today, you are not yet on the platform, this is the best time, as everyone has said, to get on. So please, change your mindset and get on board. Don't even waste 1 more minute.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Delia.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much, Clara. I'm not going to take too much of your time. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm going to speak about the products. And I think just like everyone has said, this is a new time for us to change the narratives. And for me, it's about our health and our style of living. And what Longreach affords us is unique products that has helped us to address a lot of the underlying issues that we tend to have from time to time. So you find that people that have complained about certain things you live with from day to day, like back pains, your knee pains, arthritis, rheumatism, stomach aches, toothaches, those daily things that we struggle with from time to time. Bad eyesight, skin tones, coloration, menstrual pains for people that are looking for kids, losing weight. All of the products that Longreach has helps to address one of these things or the other. And so I would say, let's begin to look inward and look at our lifestyle. It's time for us to make those changes. Let's drop those things that we do not need so we don't begin to create problems for ourselves in the near future. So for me and my family, that is our family legacy. We've decided to change our entire lifestyle, and that's the truth. So we change what we put into our mouth, what we drink, what we use on our face, on our body, everything concerning us. We are Longreachized, if there's a word like that. From head to toe,
I love it.
Longreachized. So that's what it is. So you look at me now, I've got clean skin. I'm so happy, I'm proud of myself, really, because I know that I'm flourishing even at my age.
Wow.
And that's the truth. And it has all credit aside from God goes to the use of the Longreach products. And I'm amazed by it. And I want to share this testimony with everybody. It's not just even about the money, really. It's the benefits of the products to our lifestyles. It's amazing. Thank you. If you haven't come on board for the products, even if it's not for the money. Come on board for the product and share it with somebody else. Thanks.
Because it's
Amazing.
a solution.
Absolutely. We're solution providers. Thank you so much, amazing panelists. And really, you guys have been wonderful. There's nothing more to add, to be honest. You guys have said it all, and I think we've spent quite some time. So really, we just want to say thank you, big thank you to the audience who stayed up to this time. We spent close to 2 hours. It's been an interesting, fascinating conversation. I've loved hearing from Isobe, Pastor Esther, Mr. B, our boss at the top. We love you. We appreciate you for spending your time. We know you're really, really busy, but we got so much value from this. And audience, if you got value, please, we know what to do. Some emojis, some fire emojis, some 111s, and say thank you to our beautiful audience today. And my co-panelists, my co-host, you are amazing. Clara,
Thank
any
you.
other you want to just add to wrap up as we close? I don't know.
I honestly think that we have delivered. We have over-delivered, right?
Actually,
We need
I
to
want
get
to
to
say that.
this place now and go and start signing people up, because people are sending me messages. I want to come on board. Why did you not tell me about this sooner? And come on now, let's do this. Let's do
I
this.
want to say that I'm the most blessed man to be in the midst of wonderful professionals. I'm so blessed. It's an honor to share the stage with you people today. It was inspiring. I equally learned. I'm learning. I learned a lot from all of us, and guess what? I look forward for this more. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful one.
Thank you, Mr. B.
And if you're not
Thank you, Mr. B.
get on board. Thank you.
Woohoo! Thank you. Hotter than hot. Thank you, guys. Have an amazing week ahead. Have a great week. Go out there and crush it. I know you can. Yes, you can.
Yes, we will.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you. Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Have a beautiful weekend.
I'm going to let people just
unmute and say your goodbyes.
Yeah,
Unmute,
please
say your
unmute and say goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a great week ahead.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you
So
and good night.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you very much. God bless
Bye,
you.
everyone. Stay healthy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.